Have you ever held your tongue just to keep the peace? Have you ever let someone walk all over you, thinking kindness meant silence? Well, over 2,500 years ago, the Buddha told a story about a snake that chose peace and paid a heavy price. But don't be fooled. This isn't a tale of danger. It's a powerful lesson about strength, restraint, and the courage to hiss. Today, I'll share this timeless story with you. A story that may forever change the way you think about kindness, boundaries, and self-respect. In a remote forest village of ancient India, a small monastery stood under the shade of tall sal trees. There lived a young monk, quiet, devoted, gentle in word and in deed. He had renounced everything: wealth, family, comfort. His only pursuit was enlightenment. And so, he meditated under the moonlight, chanted mantras with the morning sun, and lived a life of utter simplicity. But while the monk sought peace within, fear grew outside the temple walls. A deadly cobra had been spotted on the outskirts. Massive, black as midnight, and known to strike without warning. Cattle had been killed, children chased. The villagers were gripped with dread. The temple, once a place of pilgrimage, was now avoided. One elder whispered, "This is karma, punishment for the monk's pride." Another murmured, "No holy man should live where evil dwells." The monk, unaware of the rumors, meditated as usual. But the Buddha, upon hearing of the unrest, chose to visit. The Buddha arrived, his steps quiet as the wind, his presence calm, but commanding. The villagers watched from afar, hopeful that something, anything, might change. At the temple, he greeted the monk, who bowed deeply. The Buddha looked around. "Why is it so quiet?" he asked. The monk replied, "Peace reigns here, master. I harm no one. I seek only truth." The Buddha gazed into the forest. "And yet, fear grows beyond your walls. There is something you do not see." He gestured gently toward the tree line. "Go, meet the fear." Without hesitation, the monk obeyed. He ventured into the dense jungle, stepping over roots and fallen leaves, deeper into the unknown. Birds grew silent. The air thickened. Then he saw it. The cobra, coiled beneath a banyan tree, eyes gleaming, body tensed. It hissed, a sound that shook the leaves. But the monk did not retreat. He slowly sat down, palms open, heart steady. He began to chant, "May all beings be happy. May all beings be safe. May all beings live with ease." The cobra's body relaxed, its head dipped slightly. It slithered closer, and then stopped. There was no fear in the monk's eyes, and for the first time, there was no anger in the snake's. They sat together in stillness. From that day forward, the snake changed. It no longer lunged at passers-by. It no longer hissed or struck. The villagers noticed. At first, they were relieved, then emboldened. Children began to play near the temple again. Then they threw stones at the snake to test its patience. One boy even struck it with a stick, laughing as it slithered away in silence. The snake did nothing. No bite, no warning, not even a hiss. Weeks passed. The snake, once feared, was now mocked. Its body weakened from hunger. It cowered in the shadows, bruised and bleeding. It had embraced peace, but at the cost of its dignity and safety. Months later, the monk passed through the forest once more and found the snake barely alive. "My friend," the monk said, kneeling beside it, "what has happened?" With labored breath, the snake whispered, "You told me not to harm, and so I harmed none. And now, I am broken." The monk gently touched its wounds. "I told you not to bite," he said softly. "But I never told you not to hiss." The snake blinked slowly. The words rang deep inside. "Not to bite, but still hiss." The monk continued, "True nonviolence is not passivity. It is awareness, balance, knowing when to step back and when to stand your ground. The snake listened. "You do not need to strike," said the monk, "but you must still warn. Let the world know you are alive, that you are aware, that you deserve respect." And so, the snake returned to the temple grounds. When the children came again with sticks, it did not flee. It rose, it hissed. A low, powerful hiss that echoed through the trees. The children screamed and scattered. None dared throw a stone again. The snake had remembered its power and still chosen peace. But now, peace with presence. It never bit again. It never had to. This story, told by the Buddha himself, isn't just about a snake. It's about you, about how kindness can become weakness if not balanced with wisdom. You don't need to bite, but sometimes you do need to hiss, speak up, set boundaries, protect your peace. Thank you for watching. If this story resonated with you, consider subscribing. More ancient wisdom and modern insight are coming your way every week. And if you know someone who gives too much, forgives too easily, or forgets to protect themselves, share this story with them, because even the Buddha taught the snake to hiss.